Welcome to our global. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our global mastermind with Women's Council Realtors National. My name is Claudia Diaz from Women's Council Realtor California. I'm District Vice President. And I bet you guys are wondering, why do we have the mid-year background or the mid-year that we're presenting now? I'm curious to see how many of you joined us in DC for the legislative conference. And if you did, please join and chat, leave your comments on the bottom. Excellent. Okay, so we'll see how many of you were there. This is being recorded. Did any of you guys, what did you guys get out of the session? The New Age of Real Estate in the Global Economy. It was with Alicia Matheson. So glad some of you had the pleasure of experiencing that session. Alicia Matheson is one of the Women's Global Council Realtor Chairs, partnered with Peggy Pentecost. Alicia is currently in England and is headed to Portugal. She may try to join us in the mastermind, but I will be your host for today. Once again, my name is Claudia Diaz and I'm with Women's Council Realtors District Vice President and excited to be part of this amazing global mastermind group. We're going to switch over to number 3. Last month and at the conference, Alicia added the value of getting your CIPS, which is our Certified International Property Specialist certification to help set up for success in working in the global market. NAR and local association offers this 5-day program, teaching you all the ins and outs of working in the global economy and highlighting the various countries like Africa, Asia, Europe, North America, and South America. Now let's take a look at the actual trade mission. Looks like we have some short videos and we'll play Alicia's experience. And then I would like to introduce you to our guest speaker. So let's take a look now. And right before we do that, we're gonna give you guys the agenda of what we're covering. Women's Council Global Mastermind. Last month, we spoke about the importance about the session and we're gonna highlight the, let's see here. There we go. And we're going to highlight what's it like to experience the actual trade mission and how to get involved. What are the things you learn? What connections you do make? And does it grow? How does it grow in your business? So here are pictures of Alicia, and we're going to jump into her video.
Hey there, this is Alicia. I'm here at the Place in the Sun Live conference here in the UK. You can see it's a very busy place going on. I can't even imagine how many thousands of people we have here right now, but it is exciting. And I'll turn the camera around so you can see the direction I'm going. But right now, there's a panel discussion going on in regards to property throughout Europe and around the world, which is kind of exciting. Your opportunity to learn and grow, not just here in the UK, but especially around Europe, here in Florida, and the various locations showcased here. So let's take a look around. Let me see on that next video. I'll turn the camera around.
So that is Alicia. She's currently in a Sun place in the Sun Live Expo. And this expo is taken in the UK. So she's giving us a little tour around about the amazing experience that she has, that she's actually out there. So on to the next video, she will be chatting and showing a panel of people speaking about the purchasing, how to purchase real estate, the UK, over in the UK, about immigration. There's lenders, there's attorneys, and all that great information. Let's go on to the next video.
So there's 17 regions in Spain. So I live in the Costa Circle there, and the continental sea, and up to 7% of the British and non-British, European, non-European. So the buying process hasn't changed at all. So it's been there, so 3 years just before.
Okay, so our next video is Alicia also walking through. It's pretty much walking through the whole expo, and it's a huge kickoff that they do where you have all the public attendees and they talk about personal vacation homes, investment homes, and it's a really good way to gather people and pretty much give out all the information. I'm going to show you this next video.
All right, I'm here at a place in the sunlight here in London, UK, and you get to meet so many amazing people from all over the world. You can see the various booths exhibited right here. We're near Casablanca and Spain, and as we look around, we're going to have some public speakers that are going to be speaking here on the live stage. A Place in the Sunlight is a live show in the UK in regards to real estate properties and showcasing properties around the world. Here's another one of my favorite places in Spain, Costa del Sol. Near in Malaga, which is another just lovely location. And you can see for a Saturday, it's gotten really busy. There's our Florida pavilion there. And so in that section, you're going to see all kinds of Florida homes, Florida properties displayed. And then if you come over here, you can see Frank from the Orlando Real Estate Association. He's our co-chair for Global. And we are highlighting the amazing properties that are showcased right in Central Florida. From the beach to Orlando, we look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Great video, great information. And pretty soon we will be talking to Frank that's going to give us more information and his experience about his Global Trade Mission Expo that he did over in the UK. Here we have another video. So Alicia's walking through and giving us more information about the Expo.
Here we're walking through the Trade Expo. Take a look, Cyprus there. So many incredible places to look at, invest in, learn about investing, getting visas. There's always the golden visa that people are interested in, the EB5 investment visa for people that are interested in getting residency. If not residency, then even the opportunity to one day become a citizen or just to have investment properties. What's that going to look like for them to go and stay and live in their properties? My lawyer in Spain. You have lawyers, you have bankers, you have mortgage brokers, you have almost everyone that touches the real estate industry here, so that you have the whole opportunity to learn about that property, what it takes to buy, rent, even purchase it as a business. Immigration lawyers are here. So many real estate teams. And as you look around, there's no shortage of amazing opportunities. So this is great when you think about for realtors as well as for investors. This is an opportunity to grow your network, and we all know your network equals your net worth. So it's very valuable when you take the time to come live to some of these trade missions and experience what these properties and global realtors are doing. Is an incredible way to grow your business. You can see people are here and they're actually trading deals on the spot. This is Portugal, one of my favorite places. I absolutely love Algarve and Sintra and Lisbon. All over Portugal is beautiful. And you can see how well they're doing in their pavilion when you see buyers that are sitting down ready to make decisions and say, hey, yes, I'm interested in buying in Portugal. This is exactly what we want to do and see in Florida.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, just being there, walking through and visiting all the pavilions, all the countries, and getting all the information, especially talking to attorneys, to immigration specialists, to lenders. It's an amazing opportunity just to meet these people. This way we have all the information that we can give to our clients as well. Our next video is, she is speaking in regards to Andalusia, Spain. So I'd like for you guys to check this one out as well.
Hi there. This Andalusia. Beautiful. Place in the Sun 2022, Andalusia, one of those places that you can also invest in. And look at her amazing brochures. What is your starting point price point?
Well, this one's a bit of a unique project. So it's a bit of a grand design in Alicia.
Yeah.
So it's actually a renovation of an old 8th century fortress that was at Hacienda. It's going to be 14 complete units, but it's trying to make it affordable at the same time. So none of the units are single base. There's a duplex which a little bit more,
Sure.
but the price point to live in something like this is about 300,000 euros.
300,000 euros?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
beautiful.
they're trying to make it more,
Affordable for people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. And you're living in a piece of history as well. So,
And so this is it behind you?
so this is what they property scouts. So
Okay.
they specialize in finding historical or listed buildings.
Oh, lovely.
And then the project manager, Carlos, he's an award-winning architect in the
Yes.
region.
Oh, amazing.
So this is just his latest project.
I love it. So if you're interested and you have an investor that's interested, we know who to contact. How incredible.
Isn't that amazing? Just imagine living and or investing in an 18th century fortress. I mean, starting at 300,000 euros. That's amazing. So now our next picture is our amazing Orlando Association of Realtors. And these are the people that went to this beautiful place in the Sun Expo in the UK. So say no more. I'd like to introduce you guys to our speaker today, Frank Matheson. He is a CIPS designee, member of the Orlando Association, and with that, he's also council vice chair of the Outbound Trade Mission Committee. I had the honor of going to Dubai and doing my global trade mission with Mr. Frank Matheson. And Mr. Frank, it's a pleasure to have you here today. If you can please share your experience at this amazing expo that you went over in UK. So without further ado, welcome, Frank.
Thank you, Claudia. Claudia, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you clearly. Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Well, I just wanted to thank you all for having me today and giving me the opportunity to share this wonderful experience that we had. Every time we go on a trade mission, we learn things, new things about the country, how to operate in the country, and most importantly, make connections and build relationships. And those relationships go right back to what Claudia said. It's all about your network that equals your net worth. And to me, what that means is as you build those relationships, whether they're domestically or internationally, those relationships bring you business. And internationally, they bring you referrals. They bring you referrals from their country to your location, as well as your clients looking to buy in those countries. You've got those relationships, you know those folks, you trust them, and you can refer business to them, and you know they're going to take good care of your clients. So that's, some of the key elements of participating in trade missions and being global. So I'm probably telling you things you're already familiar with, but it's some of the things I like to highlight. While we were at the in London at the A Place in the Sun Expo, that's an expo that is geared towards the public, geared towards folks that are looking for vacation properties, folks that are looking for short-term rentals, investors, and so forth. So they come into the expo looking to make a deal. There's pent-up demand in the UK and Europe because of COVID. So now things are opening up and they want to move their money so that they can make more money. And that's where we come in and we share, what's available in our area. And another part of going on a trade mission is to do property visits. So our team that you saw on the previous slide represents, about 12 people out of 20,000 realtors that we have in the Orlando Regional Realtors Association that were able to go on this trade mission. And we then, after the expo, we then had the opportunity to visit 2 local developments and do some site visits. This particular project was the Regency. And they shared with us that this is an up and coming area. It's being redeveloped. It used to be a warehouse district. Now they're tearing the warehouses down and they're building new developments and condos. And they contrasted it, if you can see in the background here, this development against neighboring developments just on the outskirts of London. So you can really see the opportunity for your investors to buy into this property and the level of appreciation and how the area is going to grow. So it was just a wonderful opportunity to get to meet developers, get to see the product, get to see the quality of the product, get to see the opportunity for the return on the property and so forth. So if we would go to the next slide, Claudia. You know, here's just a few views of, you know, the contemporary designs, the contemporary color schemes, et cetera, that they use. The views are just magnificent. As far as the one that we went to visit was on the 23rd floor. So you have just a panoramic view of the city and so forth. Here's a view in particular. The next slide just shows you some of the finishes in the bathrooms. So if you can go to that, that just gives you a sense of that. They're big on towel heaters, so you can see that on the wall and so forth based on their climate. And next slide. Then, you know, it's all about, yes, it's about building connections. Yes, it's about seeing projects and meeting other realtors to build relationships with and developers. But it's also about getting to know the culture, getting to know the area. So one of the things that I did was I took the opportunity on a down day to do a hop on, hop off bus. A lot of major cities have it, and it's guided and it's in multiple languages, and you get to hear and see different sites within the city that you can then bring that information back and that excitement back to your clients that might be looking to invest in the location. So it was really a fun day. You know, I got to meet other people and see many sites within the city in a pretty, you know, short period of time. So
Frank, so I'm looking here at the picture of the Big Ben. Can you
yes,
share the places that you also toured around? That's the beauty, right? When you do a trade mission, you're also able to go check out where the locals live and all the tourist areas and what all countries are known for. Can you share that, please?
Yeah, well, in London, we happened to go, I stopped at the St. Paul's Cathedral, had the opportunity to tour that, Big Ben, the London Bridge, and at the base of the London Bridge is where they keep the crown jewels. So you could take a tour of that. If you're interested in history from a World War buff of information, they have the Churchill. It's the War Office for Churchill, and it's really it's underground, and that's where he had all of his operations. So you get to really see a lot of history. You get to understand what the city's known for, the region is known for, the food. You get to experience the food, and in some regions, wine and other things that they're known for. So, for instance, everyone knows in the UK, fish and chips. Fish and chips is the meal of the day. And I had the opportunity to go to dinner one evening with Alicia, and she experienced fish and chips as well. And it was, you know, we had a fabulous time with a glass of wine and fish and chips and a nice stroll in the evening. And it was wonderful. You know, it's great to see where the people live and experience that lifestyle as well.
How amazing. Definitely amazing. Yes.
Yes. So if you want to go to the next slide.
Let's see here. There we go. So building lasting relationships. So I know you touched a bit on what relationships are. I mean, when we go out to the other side of the country, other side of the world, we always say our network is our net worth. And we promote that a lot because it's definitely important. It's amazing how we as realtors here, we can just work globally, especially now with this virtual world. we are endless, we are stopless, and that's how we have the whole world. I've always, that's something I always say, we have the whole world. So can you touch a
Absolutely.
little more on building relationships and how global real estate has worked out for you, Frank?
Certainly, certainly. When you go on these trade missions, you always have the opportunity to meet other realtors, in addition to, the public that you would interface with. But most importantly is other realtors, other developers. And it's very important that you continue to nurture those relationships. So it's keeping in touch, it's putting, including them on your inappropriate drip and things like that to share market information and so forth. But I'll give you an example. We went to Portugal on a trade mission in October of last year. And, part of our delegation and our hosts were 3 real estate agents from the country. And I was posting left and right, day 1, day 2, et cetera, highlights and so forth of the country, the different regions, the cities, the experiences that we had relative to the culture. And I came back, and within 2 weeks of being back in home, I had 2 folks reach out to me through Facebook asking for referrals to agents. They had traveled to Europe, they traveled through Portugal in the past, and that's where they wanted to be. And they knew where they wanted to be. And we set up the referral, and that's how you continue business and you continue relationships. And it works both ways. If they have clients that are looking to come to the United States or Florida, they'll refer them back to us. So it's really worked very well. It's exciting, to see that come to fruition as well. So,
And
other
actually,
thoughts, Claudia?
yes, and actually that's amazing how you're able to build all those relationships, how we're able to work with referral business. As we know, every part of the country is pretty different. Their immigration laws, their real estate laws, their referrals. And if any of you have any questions, feel free to, right after this, we're gonna have questions for Frank on any questions that you guys have in regards to investing in the UK. Let's see if we can go now to our next slide. 1 second. Okay. So Frank, can you give us a little information in regards to your outbound mission roadmap? I know you guys have many things coming up.
Yes.
But I do let everyone know that the beauty of this, sometimes you can also create your own trade mission as a brokers. Your broker, your association can create one. So these trade missions are endless, and there's so many possibilities. I know National Association of Realtors also does many trade missions. So it's a great opportunity, even if you're a local realtor, for you to get a little more involved with your local association and even with your broker. But Frank, if you could give us, I see Dubai here.
Yes, yes.
Yes, that just happened, which was amazing. It was
it was
a total world of opportunities.
Absolutely. We had a wonderful trade mission, many opportunities to share, and but in our outbound trade mission committee, we're chartered with identifying and mapping out and then facilitating outbound trade with our members, and that's not only a lot of associations. Many associations have a similar committee or council that does the same. And what we try to do is we try to partner with other associations. They could be ambassador associations or cooperating associations with other countries. And here, this just reflects, what the Orlando Association has mapped out and planned for this year, and even one for early next year. So, we're going to go to Peru in early September, and then Serbia / Greece in later in September. And then Realtor Quest, which is the major Canadian trade mission, or expo, I should say, that's held in Toronto every year, and that's held in May. So, for instance, on the Greece trade mission, we're going to partner with Main Street, which is outside of Chicago. They're an association. They have a cooperating agreement with Greece, and if you go to the, we also have captured some additional trade missions that we have under consideration for this year.
Wow, isn't that amazing? Here are the dates of the next.
Yeah.
So you have Portugal on the 22nd.
Yes,
Brazil.
Portugal is, yes. And then we have Brazil in August, and that the Brazilian one includes their annual Congress too, which is like a convention for the Realtor Association. Costa Rica will be in September as well, and we're sort of teaming with Naples Association out of Florida on that one. And then there's a leadership summit that we were made aware of in Bulgaria/Romania, also in September. So lots of activity, lots of opportunity. There's even many more trade missions that are out there. I know some of you are from Southern California. So we are also linked in with Spencer Hu and his association, and he holds many trade missions to Mexico as well as other areas of the world. Mm-hmm. So, you know, we try to just reach out through our individual networks and capture those activities, capture those opportunities, and bring them forward to our association and then share them out. So it's really awesome opportunities to build your business. And it doesn't mean, you know, one of the things I like to stress to our members is when we put these out here, it doesn't mean that you have to go to everyone. And as you learn, as we've learned through our CIPS education and designation education, is that you really should target 1 or 2 countries that you have a passion for, that you have a language affinity for, that you have a culture affinity for, and that, you know, maybe it's your family history and your family genealogy. And it's something that connects with you. And those are the countries, those are the trade missions you should really focus on, so that you're not doing everything, because we can't afford to do everything. And we have to work sometimes too, right? So we have to do business. So just a little taste of what we have in store for Orlando's association.
And you know, the beauty too, Frank, it's you don't have to know the language. People think if you do Mexico or any part in Latin America because you know the language. The beauty of being in global is you're able to refer out. So you have professionals on the other end that are just waiting to help you and your clients invest. And
it's interesting that you bring that up about the language aspect. I had a client that we went to look at a home that was represented by a listing agent, and the listing agent was from Georgia. So we got chatting about you know, our marketing and what we do and things like that. And I shared with her about the international work. And she said, you know, I heard about CIPS, but I really wasn't sure, because, like, she said to me, how many languages do you speak? Mm-hmm. I said, I speak 1 fluently, English. She said, really? She said, so you don't need to know multiple languages to work globally? I said, no, you don't. You really don't. And there's plenty of resources that should you get into a situation that you need an interpreter, you know, they're available. And but it's just, sometimes people think of that and they put that roadblock in their way, but it's really not. Clear that roadblock away and go for it.
Exactly. And that's the beauty. That's the beauty of global real estate. And as Alicia put in the comments, you're welcome to attend any of these global trade missions and share others with us. So anyone that has any trade missions in their local association or their state association, let us know.
Absolutely.
We're able to share, and that's how we all connect globally, because we're here to empower. That's what Women's Council do. We take our mission very seriously. We're a network of successful realtors advancing leaders in the communities and in the industries we serve. So this is the benefit, and I want to share with you guys the benefits of Women's Council, that we are global. And part of this benefit is now we have our mastermind, our global mastermind. So we invite all of our Women's Council realtors members to join and to connect and just to go check out what the other part of the world has for us. We do a lot of also outreach via global with other, we actually just did not too long ago, there was a charter that we did over in Serbia. So now we have a Serbia network. That is amazing. So anything else, Frank, or if anyone has any questions, feel free to raise your hand and we can answer any questions that you guys have, or if you guys would like to put it in the chat. Anything else, Frank, that you would like to share?
I just, I can't speak highly enough. I can't speak highly enough about global and what it has to offer. And the world is getting much, much smaller. Yes. And now that COVID is lifting, we've been to Portugal. In October, we went to Dubai in March, and we went to London here in May. So the travel restrictions are getting less restrictive, and it's easier to travel. And I have to say that the people are just so excited to see us when we get there. So I would encourage you, if you have the opportunity, you have the desire, you have the passion, go for it.
Exactly, go for it. I just think even when we were in Dubai, Frank, I remember it was in March, which was the Women International Month. And it was just so beautiful to see Leslie Ruda, our national president, sign the Business Alliance with the Dubai rep as well, a female. So just to see two empowering females up on stage signing, to me, that was just, that was beautiful. Just to see that woman empowerment and see all these women, as we're so many realtor women in the real estate industry as well. So I also invite anyone and everyone to join. If you're interested in doing a global, feel free to take a peek and ask any questions. We have a question here, or somebody commented, oh, there's a trade mission in Bahamas, September 28th to October 1st. Thank you, Betty. Thank you so much for that information. If there's a link, feel free to share, because Bahamas sounds really, really awesome. And also share if it's part of an association or a brokerage.
Right.
Or feel free to comment.
May I? We are the ambassador from Bahamas in Royal Palm Coast Realtor Association down in Cape Coral, Fort Myers, and we are planning it. It is in the Bahamas, but we do not have the link since it is a Bahamas MLS or association.
We see. So if you could,
I will keep you posted.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for joining. So once again, we want to thank you, Frank, for joining us, for sharing the beautiful expo that you did, right? You were a place in the sun. Imagine that, a place in the sun. That sounds beautiful. We also want to thank Alicia Matheson and also and Peggy Pentecost. They're both our global chairs. They come to us here every month. So we want to invite all of our Women's Council members to join us next month. And once a month, we're here promoting, showing, and letting you guys know and get a feel of what global real estate is. So thank you guys. In behalf of Women's Council Realtors National, my name is Claudia Diaz, and I'm District Vice President for California, and I love global. So thank you all. And
Thank you, Claudia.
Thank